What's up, YouTube? This is part 2 of the Bakugan reviews. Last time we covered Defenders of the Core. It was a decent game, but with some terrible lip syncing and some replayability, it wasn't really the best. But that being said, this game has a special place in my childhood. Now, let's move on to part 2's game, Battle Brawlers. This came out back in 2009 for the Nintendo Wii, the PS3, and the 360. But as you can see, I own the Wii version. The story is very interesting. Similar to Defenders of the Core, you can create your own character, which is always awesome, from a decent amount of options. Your character then assists the Battle Brawlers in your own story to stop the evil Marduk from taking over the Doom Dimension. It's very confusing, but also very interesting too. This game fixes a lot of the problems I had, which is kind of funny because this game came out before Defenders of the Core. The big problem it fixes is, if you can see, no nunchucks. Thank goodness there are no nunchucks in this game. Now I can actually play with my friends. Anyways, another big thing that this game improved on was the graphics. I really did like them in this game, especially compared to Defenders of the Core. Defenders of the Core had sort of realistic graphics, which didn't really work. But Battle Brawlers had a lot more anime style, or cartoony, which is perfect. As you can see, this game world just looks more anime. And now let's take a look at the gameplay. In the last video, I didn't really talk about the actual game of Bakugan, which was a big mistake. So I'm going to do it now. Essentially, you have 3 things: Bakugan, gate cards, and ability cards. You take these little Bakugan, which are little metal balls, don't take that wrong way. You roll onto these metal cards, then the metal balls explode into monsters. Lots and lots of different kinds of monsters. And inside each monster, there's a thing called G-Power. Gate cards also have G-Power to kin to a Bakugan's attribute: fire, earth, wind, water, light, or dark. I know there's actual names like Pyrus, Aquos, that sort of thing, but I'm calling them by their actual, like, what I remember. And ability cards can also raise the Bakugan's power or change different things. Gate cards also have effects that can change the Bakugan's G-Power or effects of the match. If one Bakugan has higher G-Power than the other, they get the gate card. Whoever has the most gate cards wins. You need at least 3 to win. This game actually does that very well, except if they were on steroids. Bakugan come to life, and you can actually see them come to life and you battle with them, just like in Defenders of the Core. But unlike Defenders of the Core, there's a lot of mini-games. Just like shake the Wii remote or press the buttons to get your Bakugan's G-Power to increase. It's fun. It makes you look like an idiot, but it's fun. Problems? I mean, no game is perfect, so of course there's going to be problems. One big problem I have is the special cheat codes. Now, guys, to report, in Defenders of the Core, that game had cheat codes that you could input on the pause menu or in a special menu. And it was fine. That's what should be done. But Battle Brawlers, you have to input it when you input a new game. As you can see, I have the Walmart edition that comes with the Bronze Warriors code, if you can't see that. And I put it in, but it turns out, even when I looked up the code online, I couldn't do it, because you have to make a new game just to input the code. Well, excuse me for not knowing about the code before, Activision. Oh yeah, that's another thing I have to address. In my DJ Hero review, I actually talked about Activision, how I didn't know that many games. I know Activision made a lot of games, like Guitar Hero, this game, Transformers, and some Ninja Turtle games. But I don't know everything Activision made at the time, so excuse me. But anyways, what other problems we have with this game? Well, story mode's kind of short, which isn't really great. But another thing I really do like about this game is the replayability. This game has a ton of them. You have unlocking Bakugan, gate cards, and ability cards. And there's a lot more than Defenders of the Core, so this will allow you to keep you more occupied and interested. So, what's my thoughts on Bakugan Defenders of the Core? it's a pretty good game. It's fun, and for fans of Bakugan, they will eat this up. My rating, if you are a casual fan, I highly recommend this at a 7 out of 10. But if you're a Bakugan fan, a 9 out of 10. Or the first 10 out of 10. I'm being serious. If you're a Bakugan fan, 10 out of 10. This game will satisfy you. And that's pretty much it. But just some other cool notes. Here is the disc with Dan and Dragonoid. Yes, I do know what that is. And here's the manual. And it has a little thing for this Little League baseball game. Who knows, maybe I'll even review that game someday. So, that concludes the 2-part Bakugan review. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to make. Don't worry, we'll get to bin reviews soon. But until next time, this is Ozone. See you guys later.